Hey man, what's going on?
Let's cut us a slice of guava.
Yes, let's eat some guava. We're crossing the desert. We're crossing the desert as fast as we can, jumping fences and trenches of a very hot sand, reaching toward our destination as fast as we can. Streaks of dust on our faces, the wind blowing leaves and traces into the swarming air like the bad habits in a churchyard. We're on the run. Someday we'll be almost there, but the beautiful place is not here. Once I'm there, I dream of faraway places that could bore me to tears. Once I'm there, start it up, rev the engine of a little scooter. That's some pretty freaky frequency, man. A novel in verse. A novelist goes out, thinks in the car, Hujo, Chonga, we got my pijo and a cigarette. She's relaxed. The gold of a silk collar, the silk reflects the night on the town. The symbols fly by the window, uncomprehendingly. She's a scholar in a strange town. Only a man can do this, to drive or not to drive oneself. To dare death or be driven. To be careless. Which is it? You have something here. If you're careful, they might mistake you for a blonde. Your slant slopes, your bag is open, and so are you tonight. You test fate by living alone, even if you're married, and that you wouldn't dare. Stand in front of Asia World. Wait there. I'll meet you right there with your buzz on, next to the Christmas lights and flying cockroaches. The music is too loud here. 12 days in Taiwan. In the rave party that is Taiwan, they do not reject you, leave you undisturbed as you observe from the platform over the stage. Why are we here at this rave party? Why do we throng here, if not for a brief glimpse of some excitement? Why subject ourselves to the assault, not only to liven the senses? Pay your bills, kill brain cells, politely say, I can't wait until tomorrow to feck you, and act like you mean it. At least now you know your street value, $10,000. NT dollars. The reddened halls filled with people and silhouettes of people mixed together. The lights flash, a copy machine flash in your face, suspending the moment. The smoke at the top of the scene drains the blood of all oxygen. Your breasts are starting to hang out a wee bit. We're having a good time at a rave party. They play for you here. Surprising, you can enter and not affect the crowd. Instead, they let you pass among them, unobserved while making your unobservations. You're overwhelmed at the privilege of it all. Thankful to be around to see the end of it all. To be one of the last ones of all time. The last rave party on Earth. A place where we get to choke on our own soil, our soul made toxic by our own hands, the waste, our dump land. Sure, it's like a cartoon of a war zone. One kind, one species overruns the planet, an unchecked predator exploding in growth, dies of famine. Feels like the one cannot stop the momentum of the whole, that is destined to implode. While we live our lives surrounded by neon lamps, patent leather and red napkins, deep in our foxholes, there's a smoke in your hands that you move your head to avoid. There are more packs of smoke behind the glass. You stick to the bar, affixed to the corner where it's safe, in the bomb shelter that is the world. And if you are one of the lucky ones, you may just live long enough to see the climax, the end of the end, like some global freak show. Who knew we would live to see the end of the world? In here where they have toilet seats, lock the door. Let them think we're doing drugs, and then things will get better. Only then will we find some peace for a little while, at least. Is that a beat or a rhythm to my heartbeat? Is that a rhythm or a beat that becomes your heartbeat? Phil looks all lost out there on the floor. Freaky deum. And what is that man carrying in his hands? A boy yawns. Use the airspace to get higher, so you're closer to heaven. I don't think I can get any higher, but I can certainly try. Could he have given you some poison? You amp, your heart thumping. Is that your chest and your heart? Or are you just thumping? Don't know why, but you're consuming as we speak, and so am I. Shall we dance? Why do we dance? We dance, calling on the gods, waiting for our survival to happen. We dance because we can find the steps ahead, and for the routine. We dance until the end of our day. Why ask us why we dance, when we dance to the song we can't make up? Though I notice you're already well on your way to writing your own rave reviews. You'd do them and they'd do you if they could, and if you would. The film is over for now, but we can't go home just yet. The man, the lungs, the potatoes, one is dissected on the screen. It all makes more and more sense now. When the man who holds two orbs in his hand captivates your attention, you're supposed to follow the red or green or blue light with your eyes. You know it's supposed to hypnotize, but you can offer nothing but resistance. They dance around a circle that defies logic, living, loving, and eating Chinese. Or was that just a mistake? Never. Can't you expect the truth? However, Unintelligible, that is. Can't you expect to get someone all to yourself, trying to find some warmth? Light my fire, you all saying on the corner like alley cats to the Taiwanese kittens, real men purring beside them, purring bedside them. You loved every minute of it, admit it, watching the sunlight on his fair skin, with the rising sun behind, a perfect horizontal type in a vertical position, with a mojo to be lead singer of the band. Soulful was his voice and skillful was his hand on the guitar. Your boyfriend goes away and leaves you with men who fall asleep or make passes at you and pee on your furniture. It binds you to them forevermore. Watch them sleep, but your skin goes a mile deep. You wouldn't believe me if I say you said once, and I believed you, everybody's gone to sleep except you, and you can't leave. Everybody alone. You look at your happy for inspiration until you come to find yourself staring at the dry, potted soil of the happy tree in the living room, and your strength is tested, but your resolve is strong now. It stays in one piece. You have higher gods in life now. He may piss on your chair when you won't say no. You won't not say no, of course. It's not him by any means. It's not personal, you insist. Besides, think of 3 beautiful Asian women you've already had just this week. Be glad. I happen to think we're all inexorably linked to death. Drawn there with age, the temptation may clearly present itself, but it is easily resisted, deflected. You know what you want now? Go and get it. Let him get to bed with a lover and forget it. He's flying in the air, waiting for you on the other side of the river. Typhoon in Taidong, a thriller in the central mountain range. It'd be hard to take, but it's only just begun. Every parched branch in Taidong is waiting for a drop, the water drop, to come. It makes them shuffle their leaves to and fro in anticipation. Even the rice paddies can feel a good drenching to come, even if it is belated for some. Every perfect little row they dance on, all a wave, with enthusiasm. Rain is coming, they cheer, tremoring with excitement. Rain is coming today, rain is coming. They shiver in homage, shimmering like velvets. For some, it's too late. They've withered on the vine and waited as long as they could wait. Start slowly at first, just enough to slake your thirst. Then a little pang, a prick, wind driving the rain like sleet, fleet-footed pain. Taiwan's typhoon season is here again. En route to Coney Island, When the rain blows away all the straits, nothing surpasses the eights. Cities of sludge and rowdy teens prowl the streets. There's nothing better to do, so they tell me. Nothing you can do to change the bleak. Nothing you can do to change the bleak. Rain is coming, so they cheer, trembling with excitement. Rain is coming today. Rain is coming. They shiver in homage, shimmering like velvet. For some, it's too late. They'd withered on the vine and waited as long as they could wait. Start slowly at first, just enough to slake your thirst. Then a little pang, a prick, wind driving the rain like sleet, fleet-footed pain. When the rain blows away all the straits, nothing surpasses the eights. Cities of sludge and rowdy teens prowl the streets. There's nothing better to do, so they tell me. Nothing you can do to change the bleak. Nothing you can do to change the bleak. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do to change the bleak. Nothing you can do to change the bleak. Ain't nothing you can do to change the bleak. Dance, puppy! The bleak. The bleak. The bleak. Hello there. Hello. Can you hear me? Perhaps you can. Perhaps you can't. Philosophy Cafe. There is no other battlefield in which I'd foray. Peacekeeper, peacekeeper, get on your knees and pray if you want to. But I didn't vote for this day. This day I love, on my way to Philosophy Cafe. Philosophy Cafe. Stop the war. I want my freedom today. Storm the politicians, then head to Philosophy Cafe. You speak of war, I speak of love. You speak of body dumps, mass graves. I can't stop thinking of your lips. Going to Greenland. Gonna rest myself between your thighs. Hope I don't drown in your tsunamis. Going free diving to your core. Gonna sleep on your beach, on a tatami, around your circumference. Take a tour. When you embrace me, I'll be green, detoxificated, purified, like a combination of fluoride and chlorine. One never would have hyperpontificated that would have ever happened to me. But when I got on the road, I want to close my eyes and think of you the whole way through, but can't do it yet, because I'll miss the train to Taiwan. 10 p.m. at Taipei, Maine, where they used to put up notice of those who'd been executed. The communists, the reds, the pinkos, the tens of thousands of innocents, whomever they are, they're all to the left of me, left in the pit, left of me. Reprise! Reprise! Don't want to fry in your sea of sunshine. Taste your depths, but never rise. I'll spend all my money on your economy, but be penny wise. Let me be your tourist. I'll let you gaze into my western eyes. Let me be your foreign spouse just for the weekends at your open-air love motel. I'll pay for everything, and you'll love me. No one else would have me. When I get you there, the way I want you to have me there. I'm gonna penetrate your wilderness, explore your every crevasse and peak, whip up your sensuous tempest, sink to your depths, swim in your macro system. Tenderness, historic blitheness, gape in awe at your natural wonder. Patiently await to wake your passion fountain again. Even as I reel in exhaustion, you can't wait till I am and do it to you. Again and again. Let's elope and never divorce. The only couple never to part. A shining example of passion meets love. Traveling with heart. I'm on the right track to come to your aid. These people smell like a garbage dump, but at least I get a seat. Once I'm there, I dream of faraway places that could bore me to tears. Once I'm there, start it up, rev the engine of a little scooter. You're looking for a new country to move to. Someone's playing a song on a guitar. You've heard it countless times before. You don't know what to feel anymore. Flashes of unrelated memories come and go in no particular sequence. The crackle of a campfire, the front lots of your nursery school, some wooded area in the east, some forest that burned down but will grow again. Some harbor where you will never go again. Some old lady at your church who scolded you for something or other. Your hair feels good, it has body. Why? Your house, you've been in it too long. You've decorated it, and now you want to move on. There is no reason. You are already tired of the place where you will go. The walls of the old place were barren, and the air was stagnant, and the neighbors played music so loudly the kettle on your stove rocked. Why is your bed empty? Why is your lover still a virgin? Why haven't you made him into a proper man? Why haven't you left him and moved on to another country? For what? A new life again? Who wants to? But how crazy it is to get married. If you were in bed with your lover, would you run out of things to say? What if you start a family and get married and hit a brick wall of boredom so thick that one night in bed you turn to stone? What if you had a weekend with nowhere to go, no one to do, and nothing to read? What if you lost your goût de vivre, your taste for life, like everyone else, and still you had everything you need? Once you drove your scooter through a lane in the countryside to Champagne, peopled on either side with nothing but trees, poplar trees. You will never be there again. You don't even know where it is exactly anymore. Rest your heads. Try to breathe easy. Where was that place? Where is there? On the way to Acapulco, a small town with children running through the town square. You buy something, then get back on the bus with the rest of the American tourists from St. Lucia, Missouri. Should you settle for someone who you can talk to? Shouldn't you? Doesn't everyone settle? Do you have to? Don't you have to? What would I do? Near the Potomac is a house where someone I know used to live. Now he lives somewhere else. I used to live too. I'm not afraid of running into him anymore. He is far away, and I shall never see him again. Yet I think of him every day. There's a student dorm in Forskaback in 16 where I made salad for a Russian boyfriend who's somewhere not in Bergen anymore and with a new girlfriend from his hometown. Wonder where he is now. There's an industrial town near the water. It's sundown now. The sun is settling. There are sailboats on the water. It's pretty, but I don't know where it is. I've never been there before. There's a rude lady at a gas station somewhere in Luxembourg. I almost forgot about her, but didn't, and remembered again. And once there was a time my father's house was so cold I left it lay on a table outside until the warmth of the sun crept in and breathed life into me again. The smell of sawdust filled my nose, a chainsaw buzzed not far away. Someone opened the gate and passed through, don't know who. A statue of a salty standing in the window. Somewhere, people move around. Somewhere, not far away, a child like me is buying candy and a ding-dong. Probably down the street, down the pine-cone-strewn path, past the elementary school. You haven't talked to your boyfriend for a while. You wonder what would happen if you kissed him. How far could you push him? How far would he let you go? What if in the end you got bored though? What if you didn't like his kiss or he didn't like yours? What happened to that person you were compatible with? Did he take a piece of you and stow it away and forget all about it like the others did? Your mother puts a hand on your back and you brush it away. You don't want to be touched. Instead you play with the thread sticking out of your seam. The car breaks down in a war zone with a flat tire. The convoy slowly makes its way down the mountains of Croatia. Once you sat next to him enthralled, a virgin. Now you don't want to know his name anymore, yet you can never forget. Close your eyes, try to sleep, try to awaken, try to dream again. Someone closes a bedroom door, somewhere down the hall. During a game of tag, I pushed him and his balloon burst. I opened the door and jammed my keys into the stomach of the intruder there. If I speak to myself quietly in the plane, no one will hear me over the hum of the engine. There's a spot in your bed that's quiet enough and dark enough for you to get to sleep in the night, in the right position, just not with the right man. You teach the children not to cry over everything. You slept before until you couldn't sleep anymore. Please forgive me, Mother, I couldn't spare you. I saw the toy car come to a stop and eyed it jealously. The next car behind it stopped, identical, then one more, and on it went, and on and on. The next car behind it stopped, identical, then one more, and on it went, and on, until there was an army of cars that wouldn't move on anymore, a fleet that multiplied. Even with love, it wouldn't go away. Your lover ate breakfast and left, closing the door behind him. Did he think of you, you wonder? Had you slept? Today there was a theme, but tomorrow you forgot it. Wawangla, what was it? One of all the other lives was wrong, you just don't know which one. Your loved ones have died and left you alone until silence reigns and comforts, and you drifted away. Your lover comes back. He forgot something. Was he your lover, or was it another man? Someone else leaves, maybe that was him. Pain is written all over the face of someone you don't know. I grew up with every comfort, I see that now. I can't remember all of the good things I had. Things that escape me now that I want to think of them. Things that won't let me think of them anymore. At a ranch in Wyoming, someone won't let me like them. The only thing I can like there is a song. A man at an airport in Belgium is too busy to know me or let me know him even for 2 minutes. Who was he? I don't remember. And to tell the truth, that's better. I wonder if anything would be different if I had always left quicker, if everyone did. I'm working on the problem, slowly making progress. Where is my mother? Where is the porch light so I don't trip on the steps somewhere in my memories? Where was that porch in Arizona with cactus and red brick everywhere? There was a horse somewhere in Nevada that carried me as fast as it could go, and I swayed back and forth on its back to make its load easier to carry. Don't think I could have run any faster down the road to catch that bus in San Diego. And why should I have gone any faster to take off clothes in Nice? I took my time. and time carried me as fast as it can. Somebody else had nothing better to do and got into trouble. I say to the men, a man somewhere forgot to ask you to dance with him. Which one, he says, and turns round to look for him. Romance abounds now between the people I create from scratch, the figment of my imagination. I just caused love to blossom somewhere in the back of my mind. Who they were, I don't know, but it worked. Who they were, I don't know, but it worked. My puppies sleep with pheasants. They get along, so can we. Motivation. Motivation. You resist plans that are in your best interest. You feel another big party coming on. The big party is there, waiting for you. You just have to go to the bank first. There's a $1,000 cover charge to see DJ Shadow at room 18 or TAIWAN Club, as it's now called. Should be Taipei. Then you have to take the MRT to Taipei City Hall. You open a kala. Not bad for a kala. Hits the spot, really. You wish you could just magically be there at the big party. Now, without all the fuss, just have to put on your coat and hat and leave. It promises to be the big party if only you could get yourself there. You sip some more kala and rub your sweaty hands together. Your face is pressed to the table. You're just resting before the big trip to the big party. Time is running late. Time to lift your head, get your coat and jacket and head to the bank. You should be on your way now, you assure yourself. It won't be so bad once you get started. You visualize yourself on your bike with your card to get to the bank, and then locking up your bike and taking out the metro. Maybe you'll just finish the color and go. You'll need this pencil though. The thought occurs to you, there's still a little time left to meditate. You light some incense, turn down the lights, cross your legs on the floor and go. Hold your hands with palms and fingers, just so, like the Dalai Lama taught you. Wow, such power in here. You sit up straight, close your eyes and go deep, deep within. You pray for gratitude and what it means to you. You bow your head in gratitude. You want to stay on the subject for a little while longer. You give thanks for your blessed life. Your cool thumbs pressed to your lips. Your body wants you to treat it better. You give thanks for your mother and promise to pay her back for all she has done for you these past 33 years. You want to take care of her. Gratitude means you give something back for all the good you've been given, ever. Gratitude is not taking for granted the many gifts you have been given. Gratitude is giving thanks that you have lived. You press your thumbs against the inside of your eye sockets. You need to breathe, you need to purify your mind and body, your eye. The big party's in here. Thank you for that. Shit, you have to go, it's 11:30. Get up, you're so goddamn slow. You rub your temples to increase the flow. You resolve it's time to go. Put the pencil down, get your jacket and hat and go. Go, just go. You just remembered you forgot to pluck something. Should you risk it? Try to finish your collar first, and as fast as you can, and be grateful it was around. Pot's the plan. Where are your cigarettes? There's just enough time to smoke one before you go. It's 11:35, and you're sitting on the floor, pretty much ready to go. This'll just take a minute. Why don't you just move yourself? You're not finished yet with your color and cigarettes. Your foot is falling asleep. Yes, breathe deeply. You can do it, you think. Come on. The music stopped and you have to go. You can do all this when you get to the metro. You get an idea, you'll go to the bank after you get there. It's all there at your fingertips. Taipei City Hall. And you're almost finished with your cigarette with 5 minutes to go. There's still time to make the last metro. Put out the butt, take a deep breath and get up. Get up. The mind is willing, but the flesh is weak. Okay, this is it. The moment of truth. Take another deep breath. You're almost ready. Yes. Just have to take a leak and then you can go. Ah, that feels so good. Where's your money, your card, your keys, your cigarettes, your glitter, your flashing night pen, your red bean cake, your chewing gum. Don't forget your camera. You dress like a freak. Put on your hat and coat and go. You're making good progress on your bike. Steady clip from the onset. A young girl you know waves hello to you on a cell phone. Other people are leisurely living their lives, eating dinner at a vendor. A dog stands in the street and swerves to avoid getting hit by a motorcycle. You fumble with the bike lock, fasten it to a tree pole, and a broken bit nips and grabs at your jacket. No! You finish re-entering the combination and walk 50 yards to the metro. 2 minutes to 12, 12:02. The clocks are different in here, but there's still another train to Kunyang. Just like it was just for you. You made it. Congratulations. You're the only foreigner in the place. The baby yawns at its mother and uses her arm as leverage to look all round the place and begins to fuss and cry. You don't. Hey man, what's going on? I have a poem to read, bandmate.
You have a poem to read?
Yes, do you mind if I read you a poem about the Super Bowl?
Music would be appropriate.
Right. This one's called Misconduct Goes to the Super Bowl. It's impotent to take every opportunity to tell people how much there is to hate about the Super Bowl, but really it's not going to change the fact that everyone is brainwashed into thinking this is some really worthwhile event, something truly American, when all I think about are pork-bellied men gaping at TVs in sports bars, staring up at the corner of the room, captive barflies. The world is watching America, and America's watching TV. Then again, it must be something biological, that extra bit of testosterone, like the destiny of sperm, that strive ever faster. Throw a ball real far and fetch it. Drive a car real fast. Shoot a gun real deadly. Shoot the enemy without thinking. Shoot your load. Fertilize. Now. Touchdown!
Wow, you wrote that?
Ja.
That's pretty good.
Dankeschön. Bitteschön. Dankeschön. Bitteschön.
Thank your parents.
Thank my parents
Yes.
for everything. For
You know, most parents just, they want to close their kids' eyes. They don't want them to grow up. But then, the kid is a retard, when they graduate high school. They're just pigeons ready to be plucked.
Good evening. This is called I Hate New York, Poetry for the Unthinking Masses. A thin blonde gets out of a taxi. She just got out of bed to go shopping in the Bond with her friends, if she had any. Another day, another credit card spree, in a place where people spend more on their pets than the homeless. A city of people in white earplugs tuning out the rest of the world as best they can. A people who want to get disconnected from the daily lives of others while maintaining their 60K a year jobs so they can surf the net and pretend to do something. A people who just want to get ahead, no matter what that takes, all the while oblivious they already are, standing on the heads of the poor and everyone else in the world. A people who only help out in an emergency, and only then, if you're lucky. A people who can't find a bit of culture in all the little things in life. People who hate all the details and read 300 pages an hour and work, eat, fuck, and talk all at the same time. People who can speed read but never stop to talk. People who aren't as nice, only as nice as their neighborhoods. People who go to Starbucks even though it sucks. People who always walk by musicians in the subways, take for granted their high-rise style of living and won't be touched. People who spend on lunch what it'd take to put someone through college in another country.
Thumb on it.
Look at all the people. So we continue with the reading of I Hate New York, Poetry for the Unthinking Masses. Oh shoot. Thank you, watch out. Let's see. A people whose minds opened and promptly closed again to the cares of the world. A people who'd rather judge and hypnotize, hurt and scam you than educate you. A people who'd rather self-medicate than reach out to someone who's in real pain. A people who can't see the moment for what it is, precious, unrefundable and unreturnable, who'd rather sit patiently in the subway for the stop than console a lonely, harassed traveler. Irish, Jewish, whatever, and grim in countenance, German in sentiment, a chorus of petty complaints when you've got nothing to complain about. I'd rather leave New York to its stench-filled sidewalks and prettily perfumed pedestrians who look over each other's arses like dogs in the street. Oh, in love with yourself, stuck-up bastards. It must be so hard to fuck the world over. I'd rather make it in a place you've never heard of before than drink your stinking water, pissing out your painkillers, heart medicine and mood stabilizers into the water supply. You can barely make it up the stairs, you pig, without whinging and cursing a lot. Farts, useless bastards, each and every one of you doing nothing quietly and making the biggest stink of anybody in the world. New Yorkers are just like the heaping bags of trash lined up and down all the streets. With steaming grates in winter, New York is the gate of Hades, crossing the river Styx into the underworld. Yea, New York is built on hell. You can pierce your lips and brows, but nothing can touch your heart, and nothing only. New York, New York. Don't want a job, want to take it out!
That's pretty good. Music fits somehow.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Awards of Techno Poetry. SOS, FTP, URL, IV, Faster DHL, MTV, and MOD, and Home KTV. All I can think of is me. All I can see of me, spend my money. DHS, high-speed delivery. Registered email, POP account, and 6-digit securitized ID. Faster Greece, deposits, downloads, cable TV. Enter your internet URL, webpage, ID. Blog, tweets, and dig your password and login ID. Ain't no telegraph gonna get you there faster, man, than your telegram. Would you get to me? 'Cause the phonograph's broken and so's photography. So come and fix my machine so I can make another copy. And don't get no stains either on my new white EPC. SOS, FTP, URL, IV, Faster DHL, MTV, and MOD, Home KTV. All I can think of is me. All I can see of me, send my money. DHS, high-speed delivery, registered email, POP account, 6-digit, securitized ID, Faster Greece deposits, downloads, cable TV, enter your internet URL, webpage ID, blog, tweet, and dig your password and login ID. Ain't no telegraph gonna get you there faster, man, than your telegram would get to me, 'cause the phonograph's broken and so's photography. So come by and fix my machine. Fix my machine so I can make another coffee. And don't get no stains either on my new white EPC. Living easy, loving free, season ticket to a one-way ride. Asking nothing, leave me be, taking everything in my stride. Don't need reason, don't need rhyme, ain't nothing I'd rather do. Going down, party time, friends are gonna be there till I'm on a highway to hell. Highway to hell, highway to hell, I'm on a highway to hell. No stop signs, no speed limit, nobody's gonna slow me down. Like a wheel gonna spin, nobody's gonna mess me around. Hey Satan, paying my dues, playing in a rockin' band. Hey mama, look at me. Riding down the highway, going to a show, stopping all the byways, playing rock and roll, getting robbed, getting stoned, getting beat up, broken bone, getting had, getting took. I tell you folks, it's harder than it looks. No, it's not. It's a long way to the shop if you want a sausage roll. Long way to the shop when you want a sausage roll. Hotel motel make you wanna cry. Lady do the hard sell, know the reason why. Getting old, getting gray, getting ripped off, underpaid, getting sold second hand, that's how it goes, playing in a band. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. If you want to be star of stage and screen, look out, it's rough and mean. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Loving easy, loving free, season ticket to a one-way ride. Asking nothing, leave me be, taking everything in my stride. Don't need reason, don't need rhyme, and nothing I'd rather do. Going down party time, friends are gonna be there too. I'm on a high No stop signs, speed limit. Nobody's gonna slow me down. Like a wheel, gonna spin it. Nobody's gonna mess me around. And said and pay my dues, playing a rocking band. Hey mama, look at me. I'm on the highway to hell. On the highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell. Highway to hell. Do it out. Glass. Too many puppies. Too many puppies are being shot in the dark. Too many puppies are trained not to bark at the sight of blood that must be spilled so that we may maintain our oil fields. Too many puppies. Too many puppies. Too many puppies are taught to heal. Too many puppies are trained to kill on the commands of men wearing money belts that buy mistresses. Sleek animal pelts. Too many puppies. Too many puppies. Too many puppies. Too many puppies. Skinny was born in a bathtub, and he grew so incredibly thin. Even the lids from the eyedropper sucked them in. Skinny never knew any questions. Skinny never looked alike. Skinny said something every single night. Skinny. Skinny. These are kind of profound lyrics. Skinny said something every single night. Skinny sold a toddler to me. Skinny sold the wife. Skinny sold a suction cup and a knife. Skinny found
too many puppies. Too many puppies.